they'll surely be nervous looking at the competition around them. Bahrain currently became the first country in the Middle East to host the Formula One Grand Prix in 2004, with the United Arab Emirates following suit in 2009. Here in Bahrain, temperatures can soar to around 38 degrees in the height of summer. Expect highs of a much cooler but still unforgiving 29 degrees during the Bahrain Grand Prix. The circuit here in Bahrain has 6 unique layouts. The Grand Prix circuit in use this weekend has been a mainstay for the Formula One Grand Prix, with the sole exception being in 2010, when the endurance layout was used. Today's race will see drivers complete over 57 laps, covering a distance of just under 310 kilometers. Interestingly, during the inaugural Bahrain Grand Prix back in 2004, the track was actually 5 meters longer, before Turn 4 was realigned. Bahrain International Circuit opened in 2004, with construction costing an estimated $150 million. The track itself is made from tarmac flown in from Shropshire, in the heart of Italy. The Bahrain Grand Prix has opened the Formula One season on 2 occasions. First in 2006, and then again in 2010. Typically, Bahrain can be found anywhere between the 2nd and 4th races on the calendar. Bahrain appears to offer a great insight into who will be crowned world champion by the season's conclusion. Race winners here have gone on to win the World Championship this season at a rate of about 70%. Admittedly though, the champion has won Bahrain. 2010 endurance layout had
Hello, hello. Hopefully everyone can hear me now, because apparently I wasn't being heard. So all that stuff I was talking about, I was talking to myself. Alright, but I think we're back with it now, as Filthy Ghost has retired from the session. I think he did have a qualification ban, actually, so... But Black Panther has gone P1 with 129.7. P2, Gandalf with a 130.4. Christie crosses the line 1:31, so a really good lap from Black Panther to start off with in the 1:29s already. Just going to watch Mr. Wiggles, see if anyone else is closer. As Angry Badger now goes P2. We have a caution in Sector 2. The Vicar looks like he might be the next person to cross the line, so we will just stay with him for the moment. And the Vicar crosses the line. He goes P4 with 1:30.2. Madge goes into the 1:29s as well. Let's go down to Mr. Potwash. And thank you, Mercs. He's told me he can hear me now, so all good. Sorry about that. As there is a bit of problems here with the two McLaren drivers. Are really close together. Don't know if one was just on a in lap. Let's go to your championship leader, Salty Stevens. Mr. Potwash there will be the next to cross the lines. That we will just watch him as he's going to come past the line. And it's going to be a 1:31.1. Puts him P9. Salty Stevens now down the last straight for the final corner. Can anyone break Black Panther? Can anyone beat him in a race? Or Salty Stevens is going to cross the line. It's going to be a 1:29.5. 2/10 quicker than Black Panther. Puts him pole for the moment. Let's go down to... let's watch Viva. Hybrid goes up to P4 with 1:30.0. Viva is on another out lap, so we will just go down to someone else. Let's watch Norwegian Borat. He has got someone in the way. He does get out of the way, though, so hopefully it did not affect him too much. Norwegian Borat is going to set a Sector 2 time of a 1:09. Anyone close? As Inkson's just going to cross the line, and he's going to be a 1:32.7. Puts him P13. As Norwegian Borat now coming through the last corner. Foot to the floor. DRS is open, and it's going to be a 1:32.3, which puts him at P14. Brewdog is on a set of mediums. Mr. Poem says, let's go Aston Martin. Well, at the moment, they are P4 and P5, so doing really well at the moment. Brewdog has set a time of 1:31.4, which is really good on the set of mediums. Good pace there. Let's go up to... I think everyone else is coming in. As Algari is about to set his flying lap, so we will watch him. And Glue says, my man is flying. I'm guessing that means Salty Stevens. Yep, he is certainly flying. Algari sets a Sector 1 time of a 28.9 as Black Panther sets his second flying lap. Viva is going to do another flying lap. Viva's not using any ERS, so I'm not too sure what Viva's doing. Wait and see about that. Energy Dan still hasn't come out the pits either, so not too sure what's happened with Energy Dan. Not sure if he has a qualifying ban, but Algari now into the last sector. And Algari is going to cross the line. And it's going to be a 1:29.5. Really close to P1. What a lap by Algari. He had some serious pace. Puts him up to P2. Black Panther now. He is 3 seconds down, so he will not. He's just doing another outlap, I think. Must have done a. Sorry, he must have had a problem somewhere through the lap. But he will have enough ERS and stuff to do another one here. So we will watch Black Panther just for the moment. And we will then go down to someone else. Black Panther starts another flying lap. We have caution in Sector 1. So surely it's just someone moving out of the way. So just as we see if anyone is closer on a lap. Just going to go down to Viva, see if Viva has still not set a lap. So we will just go back to Black Panther. He is a 10th down on his first sector. Can he improve in the second sector? There is a car behind him, but hopefully that did not affect him in Sector 1. But what a lap from Algari. Came out of nowhere. I'm not too sure. Haven't heard of him in Tier 2. I might be wrong, but I'm not too sure if he's a new driver. However, he had some serious pace. Black Panther, I'm not too sure what his second sector was. I kind of missed it. Too busy talking about Algari. Black Panther now is going to cross the line. And it's going to be a 1:29.3. Puts him P1. He was a 10th down in his first sector. And he's smashed Salty Stevens and Algari. He's gone to 1:29.3. Salty Stevens now. He is about the same time in his Sector 1. We're going to go down to someone who is closer though. The Vicar goes up to P4 with a 1:29.9 in the Williams. Angry Badger now crosses the line. And it's going to be a 1:30.4. Does not improve on his last time. Mr. Wiggles is on another out lap. Let's go back up to Salty Stevens because I think he will be one of the next people to cross the line. He is a tiny bit down on his last lap. It's going to be seriously close between him and Black Panther. He has to have a really good last corner here. What can Salty Stevens do? Nice and tidy. He comes into the pits, so he has not improved. He will be coming into the pits, and here I have one more chance. So let's go down to... Let's go down to Gandalf, because he has gone a lot quicker. He looks like he'll be going in the 1:29s here. Gandalf now. He's going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 1:29.8. Puts him P4. Really good lap from Gandalf. Energy Dan has gone up to 11th with his first flying lap. Looks like he's trying to get some temperature into them tyres. Trying to go for another one, it seems like. Not too sure. I think Viva's just trying to get a bit of practice in, to be honest. I'm a bit confused, but Brewdog now goes up to P12, 130.8. And I'm not too sure if anyone else is on a lap at the moment. So Gandalf is coming into the pits. Madge is just starting his Sector 1, so this will be his last lap. Let's see if he can improve Madge. Is there any chance one of these people can get in the 128? It would be a massive, massive lap if that happens. Madge apparently has gone purple in Sector 1. I'm not sure. So he's obviously improved in Sector 1. He is a 10th up on his original time, so he will be going possibly up to P4 with this time. As he's coming to the last corner now. Madge here is going to set a time of a 129.9, puts him P6 still. Goes a tiny bit quicker, but unfortunately he did lose a tiny bit of time. Hybrid just loses it in the corner there. Has he? How much time has he lost there? That is the question. Energy Dan has gone up to P8 here for 130.2. But if he is still out on track, he won't be able to go for a new set of tyres, unfortunately for him. WA Brewdog has retired. Not too sure if he had a crash or just retired in the pits. So Mr. Wiggles goes up to P4, 129.6. Hybrid now crosses the line, 128.4, puts in P6. Everyone is getting in the 129s now. Is the track getting quicker? Mr. Wiggles has probably finished with his laps today, so the best he will get is P4. But a great lap, a 129.6. Black Panther is about the same first sector as he was. Let's see if anyone is closer to crossing the line. Gandalf is just, I think he's just starting his flying lap now. Madge and Energy Dan has both retired, so I'm guessing they retired into the pits. Is anyone that close? We're going to go back up to Black Panther because he is a 10th down on his time at the moment. Black Panther now, he's going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 129.1. Great lap from Black Panther, and can he make it 3 wins in a row, or can this man, Salty Stevens, do anything about the super quick pace of Black Panther at the moment? Or can Algari do something? That's the question. Let's go down to Gandalf. I think he will be the next to cross the line. Or is it Salty Stevens? Salty Stevens, sorry, is going to be the next to cross the line. And he is 2 tenths down on his time. What is his last sector going to be? Salty Stevens is going to cross the line. And it's going to be a 129.2. Really close, but he stays P2. Gandalf goes into the pits. Can Algari do anything here to spoil the party of Black Panther? No, he can't. Stays P3. Grit has pitted as well. Mindful Wasp is going to go into a 7th position with a 129.9. And I believe that is it. Sorry. So, taking pole. He's on fire at the moment in the Ferrari. It is Black Panther. What a lap. Black Panther and Saw Stevens separated by a 10th. So it's going to be a very interesting race. So, taking P1. So like I was saying, sorry, taking P1. It is P2 in the championship. It is Black Panther with a 129.127. P2 is your championship leader, Salty Stevens in the Mercedes. P3 is the Alpine of Algari. What a qualifying for him. P4 is Mr. Wiggles. 5th is Gandalf. 6th is Hybrid. 7th is Mindful Wasp. 8th is the Vicar. 9th is Madge. And rounding out the top 10, it is Mr. Potwash. Obviously, you've got the likes of Filthy Ghost at the back of the field. So, be interested to see what he does as a strategy. As people couldn't hear me before, like I was saying, your new championship leader in Tier 2, it is Salty Stevens, followed by Black Panther, and then in 3rd is F1 Viva, because F1 Viva did not race last week. But your championship leader at the moment is Salty Stevens. But that man Black Panther, he's getting extremely hard to stop at the moment. Obviously, qualifying is qualifying, and the race, anything can happen. So it's obviously not done yet. But God, has Black Panther got some confidence at the moment? Mr. Poem says close quali. Yeah, it was a really close quali. Sorry, because 9 of the top 10 all got in the 129s. So. It was extremely close, especially the top 2, but from 3rd to 10th, it was about half a second separated the 3rd to 10th. So it's going to be some great racing, I think, across the field tonight, especially with 20 drivers. So just be extremely careful into turn 1, please. And let's hope that we don't get anything like a safety car like we sometimes do. But we have to wait and see. So I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So we are going to be underway very, very shortly. Mr. Poem says Viva needs a massive day today to make some points up. He does indeed. Not too sure what happened with him in quali. Can't actually remember where he is in the field. I don't want to press start and go to race directory because one, it's going to give people their tyre strategies on it, and two, last week I did it, it got stuck. So we're just going to wait until I can see the field. VTLX says good luck everyone. Yeah, again, everyone, if you could just be careful into turn one, but I hope you have a really good race. I'm looking forward to it because Tier 2 this season has had some great action all across the field. And Bahrain is a very, very good place to overtake, especially down these straights. If you have the right strategy, you've got a great chance of making some good overtakes. Sure will be underway shortly. Everyone, well done for not readying up. Does make it a lot easier for the people in charge. And we are going to be lights underway. We have 4 lights. We have 5 lights. And we are green. Are we going to be underway? Red flag. The game is kaput. Who knows what's happening? I guess it's better than I don't know. Never seen this before. This is a new one. We're going to be starting in about 20 seconds apparently. So we're going to be underway very again shortly. We have 4 lights. We have 5 lights. And we are green. We're on lap 3 though apparently now, which is stupid. But yeah, I don't know if everyone's done with their tyres, but who knows. We're going to go to tyre strategies. Apparently, I think this could be a red flag, but we will wait and see because I have missed a lot of action. Black Panther has taken P1 still. Salty Stevens now in P3. There is a lot of action at the back of the field with the Alfa Romeo's. Gandalf does stay in P4 from Mr. Wiggles. Hybrid is up to 6th. Angry Badger looks like he has had a spin and is down in P15 now. Salty Stevens right on the back of Algari. VTLX says stupid F1 game. You're telling me. VTLX, what a stupid game. As we have contact there. Hybrid has had a little bit of contact. Now down in P9. I'm not too sure where he got tapped from, but he now in P9. Black Panther is now 1.6 seconds. Mr. Potwash fighting with Energy Dan for P7. There's a big fight here. Filthy Ghost is already up to P13. Going to make sure that we are still racing and there's no red flag or anything. Just making sure we're all good apparently, so we're going to keep going. Black Panther sets the fastest lap here. Let's go up to Mr. Wiggles, who's trying to get past Gandalf. He does. Mr. Wiggles up to P4 now. Pushes Gandalf wide. Gandalf's going to have possibly a better exit here. Can he fight back up to turn 3? Let's go down to Hybrid though, because he is fighting with Energy Dan for P7. Got Mr. Potwash. Mr. Potwash and Madge are fighting as well for P9. Let's go down to this battle. Mr. Potwash does retake P9. Filthy Ghost is down in P19. He must have got damage. He has pitted from, and he's now down in P19. Let's go up to Hybrid though, because he is side by side with Energy Dan, trying the inside route. There's nowhere to go and he has to back out, so Energy Dan does keep P7 from Hybrid. Going to stick with this battle though. Hybrid really trying to get past Energy Dan here. And it does look like he's got it. He's up to P7, but they're going to side by side here. Who's got the quicker car down the straight? Black Panther goes quickest with a 132.5. Has Energy Dan going to have a chance here to get past Hybrid? Hybrid looks like he's just pulling away here. And Hybrid will take P7. Madge and F1 Viva fighting for 10th position here. But Viva has a bad exit, and now the likes of Vicar is right on the back of Viva here. Mr. Wiggles is catching Salty Stevens here as well for P3. Salty Stevens really struggling on the hards at the moment. There's a bit of a DRS train behind Salty Stevens here. Salty Stevens on 4-lap hards. Again, with this red flag, it has really affected some people. Because if you didn't change your tyre, then it's going to really affect you. Because Black Panther, I think, if he started on the hards at the start, he can just go for 2 mediums now. DRS is enabled now. Black Panther has a 3.8 second lead from Algari though. Mr. Wiggles is going to have a chance here to get past Salty Stevens. He does with pretty ease as well. So Mr. Wiggles is up to the podiums now at P3. Salty Stevens might be getting swamped here by a few drivers who are all on fresh mediums. Let's go to Mindful Wasp though, because he is fighting as well with Gandalf, his teammate. So Stevens trying to fight back with Mr. Wiggles for P3. Let's go back to Energy Dan though, because he is really close behind Hybrid still. Mr. Potwash and Madge still fighting for P10, but Viva, he's up to P9. Madge does look like he has got this position, but Mr. Potwash still fighting up the hill. This is a really dangerous place here to overtake. Mr. Potwash now has the likes of the Vicar behind him. There is action all over. We're going to go up to the P5 though, because Gandalf is catching to the back of Salty Stevens. Gandalf going to have a chance here to get past Salty Stevens. And he does. He is up to P4. Mindful Wasp has spun, it looks like, behind him. There's a little spin from someone. Not too sure who it was, but I thought it was Mindful. It was Mindful Wasp. And I think, does he have front wing damage? That's the question. We have a caution sector 1. Not too sure what's happened. Salty Stevens fighting with Gandalf though. Viva is up to P8, taking Energy Dan. Mr. Potwash and Madge still fighting for P10. Mr. Poem says, wonder how Algari, Salty and Instant Tyres will last. Yeah, it's a question. I think Algari's going to have to pit probably pretty soon. Salty Stevens obviously on the hards as well as Instant, so they're going to be better than Algari, but because Mr. Wiggles is catching Algari really quickly here. And it looks like Mr. Wiggles is going to get Algari before the straight. He is, so Mr. Wiggles is up to P2, but Algari's got a great chance to re-overtake him here. He's going to have DRS. Can he stay close enough? I think he's going to get him, you know. He is. Mr. Wiggles is going to lose the position, I think. And I think Algari will have the DRS up the hill. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. But Mr. Wiggles does retake the position, but can Algari get back? And Gandalf now side by side with Algari. 3 wide into the corner. Algari goes wide, and so Gandalf has taken that position. Gandalf now up to P3. Let's go down to Viva, because Viva is catching Hybrid really quickly here. And Mr. Poem says, will that help the undercut? Will it stop the undercut from people who started on mediums? Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what everyone's plan is now. Again, the people that are 7-lap-old tyres, they've got a big struggle here because 3 laps is a long time in the F1 world. So I'm going to stay with Viva though, because he is catching Hybrid really quickly here. Viva's got a great chance to go up to P6 here. He's going to have DRS. Surely he's going to get Viva here. Not Viva. Viva's surely going to get Hybrid here. He doesn't know. Hybrid defends really well. Viva down this straight. Has he got a chance? Maybe side by side going into this corner. Viva's got to go the long way around, and he's not going to do it. So Hybrid does keep that position. Let's go down to Energy Dan, who is on the back of Potwash. As we have a caution in Sector 2. And we're going out to Hybrid though, because Hybrid has actually lost out to Viva. Sorry, I missed that. Viva now up to P6. Algari on the back of Gandalf still. Mr. Wiggles now a second ahead of Gandalf. And Fedspen is out. So we have a full course safety car. Mr. Wiggles. Algari, does he pit? Algari is pitting, and so is Gandalf. Gandalf is also pitting. Salty Stevens is pitting. Mr. Wiggles get a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. Awful, awful timing for him. We have a lot of people pitting. The only person who hasn't pitted is P Grit, who now goes up to P2. Not too sure if he's... Mr. Poem says, top move from Gandalf. Yeah, indeed. Really good from him to overtake Algari. So does Black Panther pit? Surely he does. He's obviously not behind the safety car at the moment, so he's going to keep that 20-odd second gap. So he surely does pit at the end of this lap. Just because he can. Surely he does. I'm surprised the likes of Mr. Wiggles, Gandalf and Algari went on to hards. Looking at the likes of Salty Stevens, they're not the quickest of tyres. We'll wait and see what Black Panther does here. Black Panther is going to come into the pits. But let's see, what tyre is he going to put on? That's what I'm interested to see. Looked like the hard tyre. It is the hard tyre. So Black Panther looks like he's going to try and go to the end of the race with a set of hards. So P-Grit will stay probably P2 because Black Panther is about to come down the straight. So Black Panther does stay out in front. The likes of Mr. Wiggles, Gandalf, Algari and Salty Stevens have the likes of P-Grit and Inkster in their way though. That's the question. That's the thing. So we're just going to look at position changes while we're waiting for the race to go. So up 11 and 13 places are P-Grit and VFX. Obviously have not pitted yet. The biggest mover who has pitted is Viva. He is up 11 spots. Filthy Ghost is up 8. Christie is up 4. Norwegian Boar up 1. Your biggest losers are Madge. Too sure what happened to Madge, but he's now down in P18, and the Vicar, they're both down 8 and 9 places, with Mindful Wasp down 7. Salty Stevens down 5 places though from the start of the race, and the likes of Mr. Wiggles, Gandalf and Algray are all in front of him, but he is obviously on the quicker of the tyres now. I'm very surprised VFX has not pitted, because he is going to be really struggling. And if you are interested, if people are driving, the football scores are: Wolves are 1-0 up to Burnley, and Luton Arsenal is currently 1-1. Luton 1-1 with Arsenal, which is extremely surprising at the moment. But yeah, 1-1. Pretty sure we will be underway again at the end of this lap. We have about 16 laps left, so it's gone extremely quickly. No, we missed 3 because of that stupid red flag, but yeah. Yep, safety car is in at the end of this lap, so we will be racing very, very shortly. Black Panther just holds up the field now while the safety car goes into the pit. So when will Black Panther go? And he has gone. Black Panther has gone. So we are going to be back racing now. What can Mr. Wiggles do? He's going to want to get past VFX as quickly as possible. It looks like he's going to do it. Who's going to brake later? He has the better line. Mr. Wiggles goes up to P3. VFX tries to fight back, but he's really stuck on them older tyres. Not getting too good at angles, that's why I keep them changing, but there's 4 wide going into that corner. Salty Stevens, what a move it looks like. Can he get the position? Just to stay behind, but he looks really confident on these medium tyres now. As there is contact, I think Algari has lost part of his front wing and nearly takes out Salty Stevens. There is definitely contact somewhere. It's crazy at the moment. Let's go up to Mr. Wiggles because he's going to get past P. Grit, it looks like, soon. Black Panther has a 2.7 second lead already. Viva and Hybrid have both taken VFX. And Mr. Wiggles is going to get past P. Grit here. Let's go down to Salty Stevens because Salty Stevens here has got a great chance to get past VFX Algari. Does he have that straight line speed? Doesn't look like it. He's really struggling on the straight line. We're going to go down to VFX though because he looks like he's about to lose another position. He looked like he lost out to Gandalf there. As there's more contact in the back. Mr. Potwash Christie's teammates are nearly crashing into each other. And they really affect each other. Edmund Dan's got past Mr. Potwash now. There is contact. That move from Filthy Ghost though. He's up to P11. Takes Energy Dan and Potwash. He's just taking VFX as well. So he's taking 3 positions in about 2 or 3 corners. There's contact at the back of the field as well. Let's go back up to Salty Stevens, Algari and Hybrid, who are all fighting here for P4. They're catching to the back of P Grit as well. Salty Stevens has actually got Algari as well. Salty Stevens now right on the back of P Grit. Algari trying to retake Salty Stevens, but he's going to have trouble now to keep Hybrid behind. As there's contact at the back again, I think. DRS is enabled now. We have 5 cars here down the straight. Who has the quickest car? Salty Stevens has lost out big time here. He's lost out to Hybrid and Algari. Algari has gone wide though. Salty Stevens has actually gone up to P3. I've lost track. I don't know where everyone is. Viva's now up to P4. What is going on? This is crazy. Viva is up to P4. Hybrid now and Algari were the ones who got affected by that first corner. Algari and Filthy Ghost here fighting for P9 now. Black Panther has nearly a 5-second lead on Mr. Wiggles. Can Salty Stevens now on them news mediums catch up to the likes of Mr. Wiggles and Black Panther? Filthy Ghost right behind Algari here. But it's not going to be an easy overtake for Black Panther, not for Black Panther, for Filthy Ghost, because Algari obviously finished P3. Christie picks up a 3-second time penalty. They're side by side here going into the next straight. Filthy Ghost has to back out though, and he's going to be sat behind him because they're all going to have DRS here. As Gandalf now takes P Grit. And can Christie and Gandalf nearly collide there, which he just about stops the car in time. Algari now and Filthy Ghost trying to get past P Grit. Again, what a move from Filthy Ghost. Does the same thing as the lap before. Takes Algari. Angry Badger now picks up the fastest lap with 1:31.9. Filthy Ghost now, can he get past P Grit here before the straight? They're free wide again. Algari, I think, lost more body work. He's got serious damage, I believe. And he is going to be moving right down the field now. As we have a virtual safety car from that incident, I think. As Energy Dam picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Mr. Wiggles has pitted, so he obviously had damage, it seems like. Algari picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's all moving across the track here. It's movement everywhere you look. Let's go up to Christie, though, who is fighting with Gandalf still for P5. We're going to stay with Hybrid though, because he's stayed with Viva and he is trying to get to P3 here. As Norwegian Borat has retired from the session. But I think he retired into the pits, so we are okay to keep on racing. Filthy Ghost now really caught up to the back of P Grit. Surely he have him down this next straight. But again, P Grit will have DRS, so who has the better straight line speed? As Hybrid has actually taken Viva for P3. As Madge picks up a 3-second time penalty. As Filthy Ghost now takes P Grit for P7. But P Grit fights back and he's gone back up to P7. Filthy Ghost does have the better exit. They're side by side. They've got the likes of Mindful Wass and Mr. Potwash now involved. And he's not able to do it. So P Grit does retake 7th position. But Filthy Ghost does have DRS here. P Grit does not. So who's going to get the better exit? And Filthy Ghost does take P7 now. Black Panther's got a 10-second lead over Salty Stevens. He is flying in this race today. Mr. Potwash now, as Filthy Ghost is actually now down in P9. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere. And he's lost out to P Grit and Mr. Potwash. Mr. Potwash now up to P7. We're going to go up to Viva though, because he's got a chance to go back up to P3. Mr. Wiggles takes VFX for P13. Trying to keep on board with everything. P Grit is actually retaken P7. He's racing unbelievably here on 15 lap mediums. This has a caution in sector 1. As Hybrids must have damage because he is moving right down the field now in P6. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere or has got damage. He retakes the position from Christie, but he was up P3 at one point, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. Filthy Ghost is moving backwards. He's now P11. He is. I think he's got front. He's got front wing damage on the side of his wing, so that's not going to be helping him. Mr. Potwash just can't get past P Grit at the moment. Mr. Potwash is going back up to P7, but can he keep that position back away from P Grit? He doesn't. P Grit retakes P7, and I think Mindful Wasp is going to have a chance here as well. Not Mindful Wasp, WA Brewdog. They're going to be 3 wide into this next corner. They all have DRS. Mindful Wasp does have the better exit. He does take P7 now. I can't believe P Grit's still in this battle. 16 lap mediums. He's surely not going to the end, is he? He's surely going for a set of softs, I'm guessing. At some point, he's not going to be able to get 25 laps out of these. Especially how hard he has been racing these last couple laps. But again, he's doing such a great job. He's got some really good straight line speed. That's the bonus for him. He's letting these people take the position here. Gets the DRS. The Vic has dive bombed there, it looked like, and now they're 4 wide. Hopefully none of them did get damage. There's 5 cars here down the pit lane straight. Really unfortunate there from Wasp, because I think he did kind of get pushed off the track there from the Vicar, or Pete. I think it was the Vicar. So really unfortunate there for Wasp. As Mr. Potwash now takes P4 from P Grit. Can he hold the position though? Because P Grit's actually come back at him. He needs to keep him wide here. He needs that. And he does. He does take P4 now. This is some great battling though. 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th and 4th all separated by about a second. Mr. Wiggles now going to get involved very, very shortly. And Viva has pitted for a set of softs. So he has fresh softs now. He's going to be flying here. Mindful Wasp now takes P Grit for P5. Let's go down to Mr. Wiggles and the Vicar though, because these two fighting to try and get past Brewdog and P Grit, as P Grit I think has just come into the pits. Salty Stevens is also into the pits. Gandalf now up to P2. Black Panther is 20 seconds ahead. So he is flying. He can probably go into a set of softs at some point to try even get the quickest lap. Filthy Ghost sets the new fast lap of 1:31.7, but he's in P13 at the moment. It was a big pit from there from Salty Stevens because he nearly lost out to Viva, but Viva again has a fresh set of softs, so again it's going to be hard for Salty even to keep Viva behind here. Again, these two fighting for the championship. They're going to be flying though, and can they even get past the Vicar here? Both of them. They're both going to have a chance here. They're going to have better exit, and they do. The Vicar losing out 2 spots in one corner. How far can they get up to the likes of Gandalf? Let's go down to Brewdog because he is going to have a chance here to take P Grit for P16. Filthy Ghost sets a new fastest out of 1:31.5. WA Brewdog fighting here for P16, and Brewdog does take that position now on the back of Madge. Let's go back up to the top here with Salty Stevens now right on the back of Mr. Wiggles, and Salty Stevens and Viva have touched. And Salty Stevens just about keeps the position. These three now trying to fight into the next corner. Mr. Wiggles surely going to have the position here, but Salty Stevens is just much more confident on the brakes. Viva a lot more better on the traction, but he can't get past Mr. Wiggles here. Viva now up to P5. Viva much better exit, and he does take P6 now from Mr. Wiggles. Again, not much point fighting for these people because they're on just such fresher tyres. They're just not going to have any chance. Just going to lose so much pace. Salty Stevens and Mindful Wasp now. As there is contact behind, and I think Viva has touched the back of Salty Stevens. And I think Viva has actually got the position. He has. Viva now up to P5 from Salty Stevens. Not too sure what happened there, because there was definitely contact. As there's more contact at the back between Viva and Salty Stevens, I believe. And Hybrid is out of the session, so we have a full course safety car as well. So the likes, Viva has now gone down to P8. It looked like one of them went across to each other. I think maybe one of them was possibly angry, but as Black Panther has pitted, so he's gone to a set of softs. He could have pitted anyway, but just such a good race from Black Panther. He's done nothing wrong, and he's actually a risk now of not winning because anything can happen in these last 5 laps. He's probably fuming. He was 30 seconds ahead. Gandalf picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding. The worst thing that could have happened to Gandalf, because that's really going to affect him at the end of this race. And I guess Mr. Potwash will be in. Salty Stevens does stay out on a set of mediums, so he'll be up to P2. What is Viva doing? Viva obviously has... Viva's retired from the session. So Viva has retired in the pit lane. So I'm not too sure what's happened there. He's obviously... I think he's probably angry about something. VTLX says, dreadful safety car timing, honestly, yeah. Because by the time everyone's caught up, there's going to be about 2 laps left, so there won't be any DRS. I doubt anyway. There might be 1 lap if we're lucky. As we have now 4 people retired from the session. Again, I'm not too sure what happened to Viva in the end, but Viva has retired. He definitely retired in the pits, so something happened between him and Salty Stevens, but I'm not too sure what. So everyone's... yeah, they're quite far away. It definitely won't be in this lap, the safety car. It will be next lap, so... But again, what racing so far. That midfield battle, not even the midfield battle, from 4th down to 9th. It was just unbelievable. So the position changes at the moment are... So Gandalf is up 2 places. Christie, Filthy Ghost and Instant are up 13, 15 and 10. So if it stays like that, that would be incredible for them. Brewdog is up 6. Your biggest losers are Mr. Wiggles, Algari, the Vicar, Madge and Energy Dan. I'm not too sure what the tyre... So the tyre things are... Instant's going to be in trouble. He's got 7 laps soft, so he's got to get 3 more laps. Filthy Ghost is going to be in trouble at the end as well, with the likes of Mr. Potwash and Mindful Ross on 1 laps. It's going to be a very interesting race at the end. I'm pretty sure the safety car will be in this lap. And it is, the safety car is in this lap. So when will Black Panther go? This is going to be a very, very interesting last 3 laps. We'll probably have... Let's see what will unfold here in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Black Panther has gone. Filthy Ghost right on the back of Christie here for P4. Christie has gone extremely wide and he's gifted that position to Filthy Ghost. He's going to lose a lot of positions here. His teammate, Potwash, he's got to let his teammate through. He's on fresh new softs and no teamwork here. Gandalf fighting to try and get to P2, but he has got a 5-second time penalty. Going to have a look at the penalties. So yeah, 5. Christie has 6, and the 2 at the bottom have 3 each. So the likes of Gandalf and Christie will really be affected at the end of this race. Mr. Potwash does get Christie now. Brewdog fighting for P6 here. Algari and Mindful Wasp fighting for P8 and 9. As Black Panther has already got a 2.4 second, and there was a Brewdog nearly went in the back of Christie, and there's contact. Brewdog and Christie do have contact there, and Brewdog does finally get the position from Christie. Filthy Ghost up to P4 and is actually catching to the pack of Gandalf. I don't know how, because his tyres are 5 laps older. Black Panther sets a new fastest lap of 1:30.7, I think it was. Can Salty Stevens keep these two behind him on a set of mediums? Filthy Ghost though on 8 laps soft, so he's doing extremely well here, because it looks like he's going to get P3 here. He has taken P3 from Gandalf. What a race so far from Filthy Ghost. Started P20. Going to stay with this battle though, because Filthy Ghost is catching to the back of Salty Stevens, and this is for the championship. So Salty Stevens going to have to try his full might to keep Filthy Ghost behind here. The pace from Filthy Ghost though, he's on 5 lap older tyres than Gandalf. As Algari's catching the back of Christie now. Mindful Wasp have had to pit as well. He's now down P16. DRS isn't able, so we're going to have 1 lap of DRS. Black Panther now starts his final lap. He is 3 seconds ahead of this group. Gandalf, has he got a chance? How many positions is he going to lose at the end of this race? Let's hope for his sake that there is fighting at the back. Algari still trying to fight with Christie for 7th. Energy Dan is up to P9 now. He was at P16 at the start of this, so he's done extremely well to go up to P9. Black Panther looks like he's just savouring the win. The Vicar is still fighting with the Madge for 14th and 15th. But we're going to go back up to the front. Has Filthy Ghost got any chance to get past Salty Stevens into the last few corners? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. But we're going to go to the pole sitter. He started pole. He's had such a dominant race. Your race winner is Black Panther. P2 is going to be Salty Stevens. Filthy Ghost takes P3. P4 actually goes to Mr. Potwash now. P5 is Brewdog, and taking 6th after his penalty is Gandalf. Energy Dan goes up to P7. Algari is P8. Christie is P9, and rounding out the top 10 is VFX Instant. But again, he He's probably gone into the lead now. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. He's probably now your new championship leader. It is Black Panther. Or it would be really close between the two. Sorry, guys. Just had someone's mic in my ear, so I couldn't hear. But I will just go through the finish because I did take a picture. So, Black Panther. He started first. He finished first. Black Panther. What a dominant performance from him. Salty Stevens. He started second. He finishes second after a tricky. Yeah, after a tricky start, he does finish in P2 in the end. Filthy Ghost started P20 and somehow he finishes on the podium. He'll be extremely happy with that. He does finish P3 after starting P20, so he gets some great points. Mr. Potwash starts P10, he finishes P4. Really good from him as well. Brewdog finishes P5. He started 15th, so he's up 10 places. Gandalf finishes 6th after his unfortunate with the penalty at the end of the race. Another really solid performance from Energy Dan, up to P7. He was 16th as well with 3 laps to go, so well done to Energy Dan. Algari, a night for him to forget, really. Really struggled on them hards after the first pit stops. 9th is Christie after his penalties, but again, he started P17, so he can't be too unhappy about that. And VFX, a tier 3 lad. Come on, the tier 3s. He finishes in the top 10, so well done to him. Just want to say thank you for listening. It was a really good race again. That battle 4th to 9th. God, that was some great racing from all. Just want to say thank you to everyone who has raced tonight. It was really nice to have a full grid for once. Really enjoyed that. So we have been watching Tier 2, Round 6 in the desert of Bahrain. You have been watching UFRL. I am Sainty93, and good night.